Hi, I'm Nicole, and this is my review for the Mizuno Wave Rider 23. So this is what they look like. And it's a fabulous shoe. So my impression of the shoe overall is that it's a 90 out of 100. It is an amazing shoe. First, we're going to talk about fit. And the nice thing about the shoe, if you look inside, the heel cup is so incredibly padded. So this is after wearing them for about 75 miles, and you can see the heel cup is super cushy still. It's about a ½ an inch of cushy paddedness, and the tongue is also extremely cushy. And nothing has worn down on the heel cup or the tongue, and the padding actually goes all the way around. The other neat thing is the mesh here. So this is sort of, you can tell it's a little bit silky, but it's also highly breathable, and it's perforated. So your foot doesn't sweat in it. The rain doesn't go in. It's a couple layers thick, so you can see my finger through it. But the rain isn't going to penetrate. And even my dog's teeth haven't gotten caught. The dogs had one of these in their mouths. They haven't gotten caught on the shoe, and they didn't puncture any holes in the shoe. So it's very, very durable. I love this reflective design on the side. That's also very eye-catching. The colors are nice. The other colors they have are very neutral. So this is sort of one of the brighter colors. This is called raspberry and a plum color. And then they have black on black, they have gray on gray, and more neutral tones. It's sort of an olive green as the other color. These are size 11 women, so they look a little bit long. They are able to tighten up the laces quite a bit. And if you notice, the laces are flat, which is a nice added feature because it means that they stay tied, which I always appreciate. They also do have that extra hole there, so you can pull them a little bit tighter. But I have a very narrow foot, and I was able to get these very tight. The insole does not come out, so you can't take that out. But one of the nice things about this insole is that it is still very, very plush. So if you push it down with your finger, you'll notice that even after 7,500 miles on them, you can still push it down. It's still very plush and padded. In terms of the sole is great, actually. I've run on these on dirt roads, I've run on them on the treadmill, and I've run on them on asphalt roads, and I haven't had any problems. There is a little bit of wear, and you notice that the grooves up here aren't terribly big. And in here, I was concerned initially because I do a lot of dirt roads. I was concerned that rocks were going to get caught in this area. I haven't had any problems with rocks getting caught. They are fairly flexible, and they're quite responsive. Even though they're a highly padded shoe, I've noticed that they're very responsive. One of the things I did notice, when I started to wear these, I was very concerned about starting to wear a new shoe that I had never worn before. And I felt like I was getting plantar fasciitis in the back of my foot and was getting a lot of heel pain. Now, when I started to wear these, and I don't know if it was from the shoe or just changing from a previous shoe that was a little bit worn out, but the pain in my heel went away completely. I alternate this shoe with another shoe that I frequently wear, a different brand, but I was thrilled that it didn't make the heel pain worse or the plantar fasciitis worse, and the pain actually went away. So comfort, the toe. So these run very true to size. I got an 11. I usually wear size 11 in running shoes. I've got a good ½ to ¼ inch in the toe for room, which is great because when I'm going downhill, it doesn't feel like my toes are crunching against the top. It's also, I have a narrow foot, so I can't speak for those of you that have wide feet, but I have plenty of room to splay my toes out. It doesn't feel like anything's getting squished on the side. And this mesh is very flexible. There's no plastic up here, so your foot can actually squish out a little bit. If you can see my hand, your foot can squish out on both sides, and it accommodates the shape of your foot. So that's quite nice. There is no breaking in period. This is one of those where you put them on and they feel great. Durability, I was amazed. Again, this shoe looks hardly worn. I've worn it for 75 miles. I've worn it outdoors. I've worn it indoors. There is no mushing down of the padding. There's no noticeable wear on the heel. There's a little bit on the forefoot, but nothing inside. It doesn't feel like anything's compressed. I have another brand of shoes that I wear all the time, and after about 150 miles, I have to retire them. These, I don't feel like that's going to happen. Where I did feel these weren't as strong, they did great outside on the treadmill. I didn't feel like they were as great of a shoe. And maybe I'm just looking for a little bit lighter shoe on the treadmill, but it did feel like they were slapping down on the treadmill a little bit more than a regular shoe. And it could just be my form on the treadmill. Traction was good on wet roads. Ran on roads right after it rained, no problem with traction. I wouldn't use them on trails, but fine for asphalt or lightly dirt roads. They're bouncy. They're good. They're a little bit heavy, So I would say, they're definitely for somebody that likes a cushioned running shoe, but comparable to some of the Hokas, comparable to Asics, I would definitely recommend them. They are a neutral shoe. They're very good looking. They don't have a huge profile, so I would feel comfortable wearing these in public just as a regular running shoe or just a regular about town shoe, but they are great. I've been doing marathon training in them, and I'm thrilled that they've shown no signs of wear. Durability, comfort, softness, they've got it all.